All right, so yesterday afternoon I spent so much time at Starbucks. It was Sunday, and I just read a new coaching article that I found a few days ago, and I set this day particularly to get through the article. It's by a neuroscientist who is also immersed in the game of youth soccer in Europe. So he's not just a neuroscientist, but he knows how cognitive or training cognitive abilities applies, or how training cognitive abilities can be implemented into youth soccer training. So I'm obsessed about this cognitive development. I'm so obsessed. I looked everywhere consistently. I'm always on the search for it, for how I can implement it in my trainings. But one of the things that I came across, and I'll show you the paper right now. Okay. So this is the paper that I've been reading. I haven't finished it. I was stuck when I got to a part that was really compelling, but I'm on page 10 of 15. And you may think, oh, a few hours and you only got through 10 pages. That's because I was truly pausing and understanding every paragraph I was reading, taking notes. How can I apply it? What does that actually mean? Because this is written by neuroscientists. But in any case, I found out about this thing called Design Fluency Test. And they ran some test on professional Swedish players and lower level players. And they consistently found that the top Swedish athletes, adult athletes, professionals, performed better in design fluency test than lower level players, lower level amateur. And this happened consistently. And what this design fluency boils down to is, how many ways can you think creatively under pressure? That's basically what it is. How many creative ways can you think of while under pressure? So there has to be a pressure element in developing this creativity. There has to be a pressure element. So I just came up with the drill to use for my teams. I coach 7-year-olds and 10-year-olds. It may be a bit too complicated for the 7-year-old, but I'm going to try it anyway. But it's the design fluency test. You can do a bit of research on it to get a better understanding of how you can implement it in your training. But they did several tests were done on cognitive abilities and all of this type of stuff. But this test seemed to provide the most consistency between the difference between amateur players and top level players, more so than any other test that I've read on this paper so far. So that is the one thing that I'm aiming at. Of course, I'm going to do other things. It's never just one thing. But this is something that I'm going to try today, and I encourage that you do the same as well.